Hey, 9 card TCG with the Trainers Guild. I'm here with Vulcan Turtle. How you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right. We got some somewhat Silver Tempest playtest that we're going to be doing. The deck I'm playing is very much a Silver Tempest deck, and it is a Lugia Single Strike Urshifu deck.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Oh, no. Lugia and Urshifu?
I know.
Oh,
which
boy.
is going to be very difficult. I had picked this deck before I knew what you were playing because I just really want to play it. And unfortunately, you are playing an all-fighting weak deck with the Vikavolt and Drapion, which is so tough.
That is tough. Yeah. Was not expecting the fighting type, I'll be honest with you. One of the main reasons I thought highlighting Vikavolt would be fun. That's true. That's fair. I mean, the Urshifu's in the logo. Let's be honest here. We know who you are. But I thought the Vikavolt would be fun to highlight since it is a lightning Pokemon. It can hit Lugia for weakness and disarm you from items. So I thought it'd be a fun little deck to highlight while we go into the Silver Tempest era here.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Regieleki VMAX on the horizon, something that can boost the damage output of Vikavolt. So now that 50 damage from Paralyzing Bolt can go up to 80, 110 with two different two Regieleki VMAXs. You throw a Choice Belt on there. Now you're hitting for 280 with weakness on something like a Lugia. And you're able to one-shot it, assuming they don't have some of the random V-Guard energies and other things to take some less damage. But still, a very exciting prospect for someone like you who does like to play these item lock decks.
Oh yeah, when I saw the Regieleki, I was super excited to start playing the Vikavolt again. I actually recently brought this Vikavolt deck to a tournament and placed third with it. So I know item lock is strong, but the problem with that Vikavolt is you don't have decent damage output. With that Regieleki, oh, everything's about to change for our little beetle friend.
Now, I do need to caution you about Serena, which for a deck like mine that does run Serena, that Single Strike Urshifu, even the V, can very easily one-shot a Regieleki VMAX, take 3 prizes. So if you have 2 of those in the field, oh my god, it's going to be hunting season. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, Serena's busted good. I mean, the option between drawing or gusting, that's just broke. It's going to be so good in the future formats.
Right, until we start seeing some more X's from Scarlet and Violet. Then it might drop in popularity if people aren't playing Vs and V-Stars, all that kind of stuff, but we have a ways to go before that. So why don't we just kind of get started? I got a Battle Styles die right here since we're playing the Urshifu, so why don't you go ahead and call it for me?
With heads.
Let's go heads. All right. That is a head.
I'll go first.
All right. I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle because, I don't want anyone to think I stacked the deck in any way because that's not how I roll. Now, what's interesting for Lugia is that once you get your Archeops in the discard, I don't have a ton of items that I really need to play anymore. So
that's fair. That is very fair. Like, you don't really need to... The thing about your deck is you really only need your items to maybe use something like Evo Incense or Ultra Ball to get yourselves the Archeops so you can toss them again to get Lugias in play, and then after that it's just straight up abilities. So once you get all that in play, I mean, you're pretty much golden. The only thing I can see it actually hurting is being able to throw away your special energies.
Well, I have a mulligan here for you, so that's always nice.
Oh, that is nice. Thank you very much.
You know what? I'm a giver. It's Halloween. I want to give a little something.
I accept the treat.
Did you get to enjoy Halloween at all today?
I did. I actually had a lot of trick-or-treaters. We actually had a Pikachu.
Oh, I saw a Pikachu randomly walking the streets today, and I did have to fight the urge to fight it into submission. So I was ready to go wrestle a wild Pikachu, but
you're just out here fighting, trying to throw throwing random like Pokeballs at children, just like get over here.
Well,
just smack. Mom.
It was an adult, so I wouldn't have felt too bad.
It's an adult Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have hurled the Pokeball.
Well, they don't know.
I think they would have appreciated it.
That's a second mulligan.
All right.
I got a lot of basic Pokemon in this deck, so I'm not surprised I'm gonna hit the mulligans. But you know what? Getting the Lugia turn 1 is honestly the thing that I really need to do. Because then after that, it's just researching Serena or Marnie, whatever, just to be able to find the V-Star.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get that Lugia in play, that's where trouble starts boiling in.
Alright, let's try again. I'm giving you a lot of cards here.
Oh, that's all I need.
Okay, we got something.
Alright. I will take my 2 mulligan draws.
Alright, let's do it. Good luck.
Let's do it, man. Alright, I will draw for turn. Attach a Speed Lightning Energy onto Vikavolt and draw 2.
You really want to draw cards. It's like
yes.
It's like you want to play or something.
I will put down Radiant Greninja on my bench. And then I will play Energy Search. Search my deck for basic energy. Put it in my hand.
So that item lock is happening this next turn.
Oh yes, most definitely. It would be really difficult for me to not pull that off on my next turn.
Well, when you draw 5 cards to start the turn, 2 for the mulligans, 2 for the Speed Lightning, and 1 for your top deck. I mean, plus you're gonna draw 2 more with Radiant Greninja. I mean, what do you expect?
Conceal cards to draw 2. I will put another Vikavolt on my bench. And from there, I will pass it off to you, my friend.
Alright, I will draw for turn. We are going to Quick Ball. We're going to Quick Ball. Actually, before we do that, we're going to Evo Incense. Get the Archeops. Now, I'll Quick Ball the Archeops. Still learning how to play, like how to pilot this deck properly.
Yeah, there's a lot of sequencing that has to go in place just to make sure that by the time you get the Lugia V-Star in play, you're able to accelerate with the Archeops and everything.
So from here, let's go. I guess I can attach a DTE. I'm going to... I don't really want to do too much else. But what I'll do is I'll Ultra Ball. Just so we can kind of look through the deck a little bit. Alright. A little bit. Not what I wanted to see here. I was actually going to look for a Crobat, which I should have looked before I Ultra Balled. Because then I could have saved the research. But that's okay. We're going to go. I guess we'll just have to get the Urshifu and put it down. And from there, there's nothing else I can really do. So not searching for the Crobat was really, on the Quick Ball was very silly. Because I just left myself in a very vulnerable spot.
In a little pickle.
Yep. So I gotta hope for a great top deck, but you're up.
Alright, I will draw for the turn. I will attach a Speed Lightning Energy onto Vikavolt V and draw 2. I will put Pokestop down, and I will use Pokestop to discard the top 3 cards of my deck and grab any items. I'll grab the choice belt, the trekking shoes, and poor Drapion going into the discard pile.
I don't mind that.
Put a choice belt on the Vigavolt. Yeah, arrange this in a better, nicer way. I will quick ball away an Ultra Ball. And go get myself a Zapdos. I'm going to go back into my deck. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Pokestop and an Air Balloon. And I'm going to get myself my second Zapdos. Shuffle my deck up. Alright, I will play Trekking Shoes. I will toss it. Play Energy Search. I will grab myself a Water Energy. Alright. I will conceal cards to draw 2. And I will play Boss's Orders to boss out your Urshifu. And I will Paralyzing Bolt for
100.
Here, 100 whole damage.
Alright, no items. So, from here...
No items.
I have a few possible outs of Research would be great. Amarni would also be pretty solid. Even an energy. 1 energy is all I need. And I've top deck an energy. So I can Lugia. I can V-Star to get an Archeops into play. It's only 1, unfortunately. But I can attach this energy. Use Archeops' Primal Turbo. To get some more energies. And we're going to go with a Single Strike energy and a V-Guard energy.
That turned quick.
And I'm just going to Impact Blow for the 180. Actually, it's a lot more than that. It's 440.
It is definitely a lot more.
it's actually 440.
Whew, my poor Vikavolt.
Yeah.
Alright, I will draw for turn. I will Melanie onto Vikavolt V.
And I get 2 prizes. I'm sure you have a lightning energy in there.
We just drew it off the Melanie, thank
Ooh.
goodness. Oh boy, this is actually tough. Because even by swinging just another 100, you're still kicking it.
Yeah, if I could find a VMAX.
Can you not attack next turn?
Not with... if once you item lock me, I won't be able to.
Ooh.
Because Impact Blow does say I can't attack during my next turn.
Alright. Well then what I'll do is I will attach the Choice Belt to my Vikavolt. And I will swing for another fresh 100.
Minus
no
30.
Items for you. Yes, that is correct.
So you're hitting me for 70. So that's 20 and 50. So I have 170 damage. So I'll draw for turn. Not super helpful. So no items. Let's see. This is where it gets tricky, because if I was able to play an item, I would just be able to switch, retreat, attack, and this would pretty much be game.
Yeah.
But let's Let's use Primal Turbo, just to kind of see what we got. Try to thin the deck a little bit. Both the Urshifu VMAXs are in there. So we'll attach to the Umbreon.
Okay.
And do I want to get a second energy onto the Umbreon? Yeah, I'll get a second energy onto the Umbreon.
Okay.
Try to thin out as much as I can. And what I'll do is I will retreat this Urshifu.
Okay.
And I'll get rid of Single Strike and the V-Guard, because it's going to get KO'd next turn no matter what, to go into the Umbreon. And then I will attack with Moonlight Blade for 80 damage.
All right. 80 damage on my Beetle. I will go ahead and draw for turn. This is actually a really tricky situation. Because there's a lot that I could do, and there's a lot that hurts me. I'll play Quick Ball. Get rid of a switch. And I will grab another Vikavolt. I'm going to go back into my deck and play Quick Ball. Get rid of a Scoop Up Net. And I will go get Drapion.
I think this game would be a lot better for me if I was able to find a supporter.
If you weren't top decking.
Yeah.
Alright. I will boss out your Urshifu.
Okay.
And from here, I will Paralyzing Bolt for 100.
It's enough. That is enough. So, even up that prize trade.
Yeah, but I am sitting here with an 80 damage Vikavolt, and I'm pretty sure you're going to do more with Moonlight Blade now that I have damage counters?
No, it's the other way around.
Oh.
I need damage counters. So
well then.
And I'm just living off top deck mode. So the items don't really help me. So like playing Pokestop is using it is useless.
The deck a little bit, but you could discard some extraordinarily needed items.
Or like I don't want to discard like a research, you know.
Yeah.
Or like an Umbreon VMAX, which would be very, very helpful, because that would take the KO on this. But I'm just gonna Primal Turbo, thin the deck even more. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm shuffling this deck. We were a little ways away from anything particularly helpful.
You know, I guess one of the bigger bright sides of Archeops too, not only are you able to just accelerate energy, but if you know that you have a terrible top deck coming up, at least you can still shuffle the deck.
Yeah. Or that could have been a research next turn, and I would have really hurt myself.
Yeah, it's a two-way street. It is a two-way street.
But in this case, it worked out.
Archeops is quite scary, I'll be honest.
And unfortunately, all I could do was hit for another 80 damage.
All right, that's going to put me at 160.
Which gives you time to power up your other Vikavolt.
Certainly does. Let's see here. I will attach a lightning energy to Vikavolt. And I will evolve into Drapion V-Star. And then I'm going to scoop up my Radiant Greninja and replace it with Lumineon.
Okay.
See here. I'm going to grab a Melanie. Yes. Should always check your discard to ensure you have the energy that you're trying to accelerate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just grabbed a dead card and it's no bueno. We will now Melanie.
Then you do what I do, or did, which is, oh man, I don't have Crobat. It's prized. And I really, really needed that. Because now, for the rest of the game, that one decision has really haunted me.
Alright, from here, I'm going to use Hazard Star.
Okay.
So you are now poisoned and paralyzed. And you'll take 3 damage counters in between turns.
Okay.
And I will Paralyzing Bolt.
For 100.
For 70, right?
Well, right. It's 70 because of the V-Guard. Yeah.
Right. But 100 because of the poison.
Right.
Math is easy, right?
So I actually go up to 100.
Yeah.
Pokemon math. All right.
Pokemon math.
All right. Let's draw for turn. All right. So now I can maybe find something. I'm going to bump your thing, your Pokestop, and I'm going to discard to draw 2.
There we go.
I'm going to research, finally.
Oh.
Finally. It doesn't help me as much as I would have liked it to. Because I have an Ultra Ball, not the V-Star.
Oh.
Not the V-Max, I mean. And I can't retreat.
Correct, because of the paralysis.
But what I can do is attach Capture Energy for turn to bench another Urshifu. And then Primal Turbo a single strike energy. And let's go capture energy.
That Urshifu is starting to look like a serious threat.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And from there, I can't evolve, so I can't get out of this. So the best I can do is pass to take 3 more damage. So that brings me up to 130 damage.
Right, I will draw for the turn. I will play Trekking Shoes. I do not want it.
Do I roll to see if I'm cured of poison?
No, but you
That's
are
burn.
cured of paralysis.
Right. That's burn. That's
yeah,
right.
burn.
You can see how often status is used in this
yeah,
game.
for real. It never happens. I actually had a judge at a pre-release very confused on the burn ruling because it never happens. Like,
yeah.
I will attach a Speed Lightning Energy to the benched Vikavolt to draw 2. And from here, I am gonna Marnie.
Okay. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. I will play Trekking Shoes. I will keep that. From here, I'm going to Paralyzing Bolt for 70 plus another 30 from the poison.
Yeah, and that's KO. All right. That benched Vikavolt has 2 lightning on it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that means the Urshifu is going up.
Oh boy.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to use Tower to draw 2.
Okay.
We'll evolve into the VMAX.
Uh-oh.
I'll Primal Turbo. We'll get a DTE. But you just need a boss to win because you actually took 2 prizes.
Correct.
So if you can find a boss, you've played 2 already.
That is also correct.
So I don't know how many you have.
Yes, I've played 2.
And you used your Luminion. So we are going to... How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I
7.
guess. Okay, well I'm gonna Marnie.
Okay.
And I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And now I'll just beat down for 2.
All right. My little buddy Beetle's coming up. I will draw for turn, and buddy, you marnied me into the boss.
Oh no!
I will take that Lugia.
Oh man, that was very unfortunate.
The funny thing too is that it was going to be my top deck.
Okay, so either way.
Either way.
Yeah, prizing Crobat and a research were very, very problematic. Not being able to play items is very difficult because once an Urshifu goes down, all those single strike energies are accounted for. I can't earn to get them back into the deck.
Yes, which I assume is your only special energy recovery. You're not playing like Roseanne's backup or anything, right?
Correct, yeah. But I think in a world where I'm not top decking for 3/4 of the game, I think this goes pretty well for me. And in a situation where you item lock me into a top deck mode, it goes really well for you.
Yes, I think with honestly with your deck, against anything that doesn't item lock you, I can see this thing swinging big numbers and just absolutely crushing whatever is in front of it.
Yes. And like I said, I think even with the item lock, because I tossed away that research so soon, just kind of taking for granted the fact that like, oh, well, I have an Urshifu, I'll just like knock out the Vikavolt very easily. And then it's like, oh, wait, unless I find a VMAX this next turn, I can't attack again. And I can't switch retreats to reset the Urshifu to attack again like I normally would. So, very big misplay on my part, but it's still very difficult. I wasn't sure if you were going to have 3 bosses. That's a lot of bosses to have.
Yeah. honestly can't remember why I decided to go for the 3 bosses. If I'm gonna be honest with you,
it worked though, because otherwise
for me, yeah.
that would have been a game over if it not, because you just don't do enough damage to the VMAX. So that really worked. So yeah, maybe the 3 bosses is the right way to go. But Urshifu one-shots Gudra, one-shots Duraludon if that becomes a thing, because you know, all this special energy in the format with the form of Lugia and Regis and stuff, it makes a good case for Duraludon to do well. But I can one-shot Duraludon, I can one-shot the Gudra, I can one-shot Stonejourner, I can very easily one-shot Vikavolt, Crobats, things like that, Lumineons, all that kind of stuff. So aside from Mew, and maybe Palkia, because they're just so fast and consistent, this takes a pretty good win. And overall, I really, really like this deck. Any chance I can to play Urshifu, I'm going to take.
You are the Urshifu guy.
Yeah, I think I've earned that much. Vulcan Turtle, any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
The only thing that I could say about your deck in particular is it's going to be very hard to knock out the Duraludon without Path to the Peak.
Gmax One Blow. I just one-shot it.
Yeah, but don't you use special energy?
Single strike energy. Oh, no, Gmax One Blow ignores abilities and effects.
Does it? Well, excuse me. My only comment is that don't listen to Vulcan Turtle. Get all your information from 9card, because Vulcan Turtle doesn't know how to play this game. Everybody at home, buy your Urshifus before. You cannot get them for a decent price anymore.
Man, Vulcan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat, hang out, play a game. Quick game. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man, of course, anytime.
That's going to wrap it up for us today. Don't forget, you can check out all the Trainer Guild members' videos. I have the links to everything in the video description. So please go check it out. Give everybody a follow. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next time.